About 3 months ago, I made this video where I looked at how much better my Hutawa got in 1 year. Now, this video was very fun to make, despite having to torture myself by watching my older videos again, and it was also pretty popular. So then I thought, since Ganyu is getting a rerun, and I also got her a year ago, why don't I do the same with her? So, my name is Luna, and today I'll be looking at how much better my Ganyu got in 1 year. So for this, I also had to watch my old video again, and this one was even worse than Hutawa her video. I also was really unhandy. I looked at her base damage properly once, and even then, I thought it wasn't melt, but it actually was melt because I put down Guoba. And for some reason, I thought I wasn't melting. I thought I didn't do elemental reactions. So yes, it was torture again. So in that video, I started out with Viridescent Hunt, which I have refinement rank 2. I think that by itself already shows my stupidity at that time. The only reason I was gonna use it was because of the crit rate, because it would make it easier to build her at the start, which, you know, it did because it gave crit rate. And that is actually still something I am having trouble with. I still don't have enough, but I think this is one of the most obvious and best upgrades that I got in the year that I've had her. Now the talents are pretty much the same. I crowned my normal attack in that video. They are still crowned because you can't undo something like that. And the other two are still level 8, so nothing really changed on her talents. Constellations didn't change either. The first one is kinda good, but I don't really want to go for constellations for Ganyu. I have other priorities. So now I'd like to look at her stats and how much better they got. So the most prominent changes are, I think, the elemental mastery and the crit rate. Elemental mastery went up because back then I didn't really know how important it was for her. And the crit rate obviously went down because I don't have Viridescent Hunt anymore. The crit damage also went up quite a bit. I have just not reached 200 crit damage and I'd like to reach that soon. But you know, I think overall those stats are better. The energy recharge went down by a bit too, but I don't think her burst is that important. It gives her a buff, but most of the time I get her burst the quickest because I'm always using her to attack my opponents, so she gets all of the energy. So I don't need more energy recharge than this. And for the rest, the attack went up a little bit and the defense went down by a good amount, which is good. Now the cryo damage bonus isn't visible on the photo I took, but I'm pretty sure it's just the same because back then I think I had a cryo damage cup too. I did indeed have a cryo damage bonus cup, which means my cryo damage bonus is exactly the same as it was in the video. Now, as I said, I didn't really look at her damage properly, so I only have the melt damage that I can compare. So as you can see, her normal charge attack did about 16,700 damage, and her Frostflake arrow did 28,300. So I am curious how much more she's gonna do. I would like to hope that it's at least double, but I'm not sure about that. So she did have Zhongli's shield here, so I'm gonna have to do that now too. So to be sure that it's a fair comparison, I'm just gonna do it to the child boss again, because other enemies might have other defenses or something. Okay, so first Zhongli's shield, and then I put down Guoba, and then... Oh, well, that was definitely double. No, I want to look at that one more time. That was more than I expected. Okay, I would just like to see one more time, because I might have underestimated my Ganyu greatly again, and I shouldn't have. Oh, no. Oh, no. That is not fair. Okay, we will try once again, please. Oh, wait. There is one thing. I had an attack bonus from the 2 Pyro characters, so I switched to Raiden now, and this should be fairer. Well, it's kind of stupid that I didn't realize sooner. So now I have to compare again. The damage she did was already really surprising, so I don't think it will be much worse now. See? That's good. She did double, and that was like the only thing I wanted her to do. So looking at the normal charged arrow, she went from 16,700 to almost 33,000. I think that is about double, if not almost double, of what she did back then. So that is pretty good. Then her Frostflake arrow went from 28,000 to 62,600, which is definitely double. So I'm really happy with that. Although when I looked at her damage again just now, she did 58,000. So the 62,000 might have been an exception to what she usually does, although I'm not sure about that. And I'll be sticking with this because I am proud of it. So I think that was a pretty good comparison. Now the last thing I'd like to do is look at how much she does in a normal rotation. So I will put Shenhe in the team again because obviously she is good for Ganyu. And I'm going to the mechanical array because he's one of the easiest bosses to look at damage on. Now I don't have Ganyu's burst, but I will get it soon enough, so that is fine. There you go, already got it. Then Xiangling's burst, Shenhe's skill and burst as well. What? No, I don't accept that. Only 32,000? Go away. You're lying to me. Okay, so let's try one more time. I hope this time it just works normally. I think I'm gonna do Zhongli's burst too, although, you know, that isn't really necessary. Xiangling's burst, Shenhe's burst. There you go. Okay, thank you. I think that is pretty nice. So I have some memory of my Ganyu doing more than that in the past. And I've been afraid that maybe my Shenhe was still not as good as Bennett in this team. And I think it's about time I test it. I've been scared to do so because I want Shenhe to be better. I spent my primos on her. She's pretty. I need her to be good because I want to use her. But if Bennett is still better, then Shenhe is a total waste. So I'm finally gonna see if my Bennett is still better than Shenhe. I do need Xiangling's burst before that. I'll get it quite easily with Bennett in the team. Just do his skill and then I get no particles for whatever reason. Hello. Excuse you, what is going on? Oh, now I have it. Okay, let's go back. His burst, her burst. No, not his burst, his skill. Her burst and his burst. Right, and let's see. No, didn't crit. That's less. Okay, so she does less. That is actually a relief. I'm a happy child now. She did less. Oh, Shenhe is still better. And that with the pyro resonance. So let's go back to Liwei now. I will gladly put Shenhe back into this team. She deserves it. So anyway, I really hope you enjoyed this video. I personally am in a really good mood because over 5 days I'm getting a new cat. And he's so cute. But yeah, if there's anything you'd like to tell me in the comments, definitely feel free to do so, and subscribing is also allowed. I hope I see you in the next one.